In this video, I'm going to run a battery health test on this Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive, which has the LFP pack. So my daughter and her husband have just bought this. It's their first EV. It's a 2022 model. You can tell it's my daughter's car, can't you? Because it's pink on the screen there. This was registered in March 2022, so it's now 4 years and 3 months old. And it has done 77,726 miles. So this car was built in the Shanghai factory. It's a standard range plus, and we can look at the additional vehicle information here, and we can see that it's got the LFP battery, lithium iron phosphate, and these battery cells are made by CATL. So it'll be interesting to see what the battery health is like on this car with an LFP battery after nearly 78,000 miles. They don't know the history of this car. They bought it at 76,000 miles or so. So what I'm going to do is use the Tesla test routine that's in here. That's under service, and somewhere here, where is it? Battery health there. So I'm going to use this battery health test, which I believe is now not available in some cars. They've been removing it from the cars, I think from the newer cars, because people are running this too early unnecessarily. So this is quite a lengthy routine. When you run this, you've got to have your battery at quite low state of charge. It's currently 18% in my case. What it's going to do is discharge that battery by running the climate, and then when the battery gets to 0%, it's then going to charge the car up and then measure the health of the battery. So to run this test, you need to leave your car for 24 hours while it does this. So it does take a long time. So I've never ran one of these battery health checks myself, so it'll be interesting to see what this does. And fortunately, my daughter's on holiday, so that's why I've got the car this week, because I'm doing some jobs on it. So we don't need to use the car. So this car is now going to be out of action for the next 24 hours or so. So I've now parked next to the charger, so I can leave this plugged in and on charge. So let's set this going. Battery health test. So we can say go. So it says your vehicle must be in park, which it is. The battery level must be at 20% or less, which it is. We're at 17%. The vehicle must be connected to the internet. Yeah, it is. It's going to struggle a bit here though. No software updates are scheduled. There isn't, because I did one earlier today. No battery or thermal alerts are active. That's correct. And the vehicle needs to be connected to an AC charging station of 5 kilowatts or more, which I'm just about to do. And then you must leave the vehicle connected to an AC charger for 15 hours to complete this battery test. Tesla recommends using the wall connector or a mobile connector. Third-party pay-as-you-go AC equipment may cause failures. During the test, your vehicle battery will discharge to 0 to 10% before recharging to 100%. Noise and heat generation will occur. I have heard that it does make a lot of noise. It puts all the fans on. So you've got to be a bit careful if you're doing this at night, and it won't annoy your neighbours. And do not leave occupants unattended. Right, so let me just go and plug it in then, because we don't have green alerts next to those two. So let me just go and put the charger in the back. So we can see it's now connected to the charger, and we've got 2 green dots there now, and the button is now available to press. So it's now happy. So we're at 17%. It's 7:47 in the evening. So let's press start test. And there it starts. This channel has had over 15 million views, yet only has 40,000 subscribers, whereas it should be 3 to 4 times that, because over 90% of the viewers are not subscribed. Please do, it's completely free, it's only a click for you, and it really does help. And that's now discharging the battery, and they were right about the noise. These fans are going full whack and making a right racket. So in the Tesla app here, it tells you that the battery is discharging and there'll be lots of noise from the fans. And it tells you here that the battery health test is running. You do have an option to cancel it, and it's got 15 hours remaining. So I then left the car to do its testing, where it will fully discharge and then recharge, and I'll come back to it tomorrow. You also need to remember to remove any schedules from your wall charger. You can also monitor the status of the test in the app and see how many hours are remaining. So it's now 4 PM the following day, and this battery test finished sometime earlier this afternoon, but I've only just got back from doing an airport run. And I was expecting to see a result here on the screen, and there isn't. We're now just at the normal screen, obviously. So I did get a pop-up on my phone. Well, it wasn't a pop-up. I went into the app earlier today and had a look. So I do know the results, but let's just see if I can get it up here on the screen. There we go. So what do you think of that? 92% at 78,000 miles, near enough. I don't think that's too bad. With high voltage batteries, they do lose more initially, and then it tapers off. Their degradation tapers off. So I think 92% for 78,000 miles is pretty good. It's about what I was expecting. So that's the sort of degradation you'd expect on an LFP battery. However, we don't know the history of this car because my daughter's only had it for a matter of weeks now. So I've just disconnected the charger and gone into the app for my wall box charger, looking at energy insights, and we can see the amount of energy it put into the car overnight. And that is 62.4 kilowatt hours over 8 hours and 32 minutes. So that's the amount of energy that went through the charger, but it's not the same as what actually went into the battery. There's around 10% losses as the electricity passes through the electronics and the inverter as it gets converted to DC power. Tesla don't publish their exact battery sizes, and they vary between different markets. This early 2022 Chinese-made Model 3 has a 60.5 kilowatt-hour pack with a usable capacity of 57.5 kilowatt-hours. After removing those charging losses, 56.2 kilowatt-hours actually went into the battery, which works out at 92.9% of its original gross capacity. That matches the 92% the official Tesla test showed. And this is the method you can use to check the battery health on pretty much any other EV. So I hope you found that useful. If you have, please do click the thumbs up, that really does help. And if you'd like to see other videos on the Model 3, I'll put a link to a playlist below where you can see other videos I've made. There aren't too many at the moment, but there's quite a few coming now that I've got access to this car. Right, I'll see you on the next one. If you like the video, please do click the thumbs up button, and leaving a comment also helps too. Plus, of course, subscribe if you're not. If the video saved you time or money, a little support via Ko-fi or the Super Thanks button would mean a lot. There's over 1,300 videos on the channel, so have a browse, use the search, and have a look at the playlists. And here's 2 videos you may want to check out.